is Kim Kennedy Austin. I'm a visual artist and I have a practice based in drawing. During my residency, I ended up making drawings in the medium of flocking. So I was kind of painting line drawings and then kind of adhering little rayon fibers onto them to make these kind of fuzzy flock drawings. So I had already kind of purchased the flocking supplies when I started this residency, but at that point I was still kind of trying to use that medium to do work that I'd done before, so text, typography, and in terms of the limitations of the medium, the speed that I needed to use in order to get it applied before it started to dry, it wasn't really allowing me to do what I had done previously with this new medium. So it was sort of the combination of wanting to use flocking and then understanding that I needed to do a very quick drawing, which in this case, finding the kind of line drawings from these magazines that I were looking at. It was the kind of meeting of those two things that made me use it for this exhibition. And I was kind of using two major references. One was Western Homes and Living magazine, a local magazine publication from 1960 to 1969. So I used a lot of the advertising kind of cartoons, blew them up and turned them into drawings. And then the other series and reference in this room, and you can see one of the pieces behind, is from a book from 1946 called Figure Fitness in 15 Days, a kind of early weight loss, health-focused fitness and diet book. So in the end, the themes I was kind of looking at were self-improvement. The title of the exhibition as a total is You Only Better. So I was kind of looking at ideas of self-improvement, of makeover stories, which are kind of interesting, but looking at these kind of images that in some ways they're about making yourself, but better, but also they're really kind of suggesting that better means thinner, happier, more productive, whiter, heteronormative, in a couple, a family with a home and a fence, and the perfect garden. So these kinds of, they're about trying to make yourself happier, but happier often means more like a certain image that you're supposed to fit within. I think it's an ongoing issue, obviously, and maybe we're more aware of it looking back at older images, how oppressive these things could be, but maybe we're not seeing the ways that these things are happening currently. So you kind of try and learn about the issues that are happening today by looking at them in a more kind of overt way, the way that they were presented in a previous time period. So the reason I chose this image for the exhibition image, for the invite, I thought it spoke well to the title, You Only Better, but I also liked the open reading that it had, that it looked both like someone who was working on their fitness, planking or doing a yoga pose, but also she looked like she was floating or falling freely in space, so there's kind of multiple readings. I liked the openness of the image for that, and I thought it had a nice graphic quality that would stand out well.